Hey girl, do you wish you could make your healthy habits stick, but life keeps getting in the way? Are you tired of diet culture telling you to shrink yourself when you'd rather just find true food freedom, move your body for joy, and feel and look good in your favorite leggings? Then you're in the right place. Think of this as Atomic Habits for women. Hey, I'm Emily Nichols, habit and fitness coach, millennial mom, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. I'm here to tell you there is an easier way than what we've been taught about health and our habits. How do I know? Because I've gone from former chronic dieter to habit hacker through the power of the system that I'm now going to teach you so you can finally stop dieting and just train for life via your habits. Remember, it's not your fault your healthy habits haven't stuck. We just have to do them differently. Are you ready to habit hack your health? Then let's do this. Hey gang, we're back with our weekly Habit Hack Thursday episodes. Thank you so much for hanging with me through our Training for Life series throughout the whole month of September. Stay tuned. I will be sharing here in the next couple of weeks how you can get a 7-day free trial and just come on into the Training for Life app community and start learning about progressive overload, metabolic conditioning, and using this habit-based fitness program to help you, like it says, train for life. Now, I love today's habit hack. I'm going to be sharing the top protein snacks I keep in my car, or the ones I take on the go with me. Why? Well, because we're always on the go. We are always in our car, right? We're taking our kids to places, we're going to work, we're running errands. We're in our cars a lot. Now, my oldest son has started driving, which is weird, but it's freed up a little bit of time for me. But I'm still driving my middle schooler to see friends, cross-country practice, meets, and we're just in our cars a lot. That is just a fact of us in this season of life. And I know for you too, listening. I just read a statistic that I thought was crazy. And I just read that 90% of parents and guardians report spending up to 20 hours per week in their car. 20 hours, that's like a part-time job. That is a part-time job. So that means there are going to be times when you're in your car for that long that you're going to find yourself hungry or even hangry at times, right? I used to drive a lot for my job when I was working for a nonprofit. I was a road warrior. I loved it. I could never go back to working in an office. And sometimes that hunger would hit. And for me, I would always swing by Starbucks and I would get either a hot or a iced green tea, depending on time of the year, and usually 2 of the birthday cake pops. And if it was in my luteal phase, getting right before I was getting ready to start my period, I would get a white mocha. That is like my drink of choice when I am in that phase of my cycle. Still is. And I have a couple tricks to make it not so sugary, but I still love it. It's one a month. Like, who cares, right? But I would crash later from the sugar high, and I knew better, but honestly, it became a habit and I craved the sugar, right? Now, I learned over time though that keeping protein-rich snacks in my car helped me more than that Starbucks drive-through, but it also helps my boys as well. Now, as midlife moms, we need more protein, right? You've heard me say it, you've heard experts say it on my show, you've heard it all over social media because it's true. And I'd say the top reasons we do need more protein and why I focus on protein-rich snacks in my car is more so than anything, muscle maintenance. So it's rude, but as we age, our muscle mass naturally declines. So having a little extra protein stores throughout the day, if you're hungry, will help fuel those muscles and grow those muscles and maintain those muscles. But also weight management too, right? If you're focusing on protein, that's going to help you feel satiated and have less cravings. And lastly, energy levels. We need the energy, right? It can provide sustained energy and to really help you combat that fatigue and maintain that energy levels throughout the day instead of coming up and down from those sugar highs like what I was doing. So here are my top protein snacks I keep in my car, or I bring in the car with me if I know I'm going to be on the go for a little bit and either myself or I know my boys or even my husband might get a little hungry or hangry. My number one is Chomp Sticks. These are so easy to keep in the car and they have 10 to 12 grams of protein. I love them. My boys love these too. I like the original pepperoni and the jalapeno flavors. That is my number one protein snack. and it's sustainable. You can keep it in your car. My next is RX bars. If you get any with the chocolate chips, probably not a good idea to store these in your car, but I like them because of their minimal ingredients. They have around 12 grams of protein. It's just dates, egg whites, and nuts usually. That's it. So that's one good to grab and go on the way out or keep in your car if you think it's sustainable, minus the chocolate chips. Now, I also like the mini Cliff bars. My boys like the chocolate chip ones, and so do I. This is just a quick little, like if you have a little sweet tooth, and it has 4 grams of protein. String cheese. Now, everyone likes these. Maybe a better grab and go type of snack. This usually has about 6 grams of protein. Hard-boiled eggs. I make a dozen of these each week in my little hard-boiled egg cooker. I was just sharing a link with one of my clients the other day because it literally saves my life. Now, tip, if you do like hard-boiled eggs, make sure you put them in ice water after you cook them to allow the cooking process to stop, and it makes it easier to peel. Promise. But one egg can contain about 7 grams of protein. And then lastly, Quest chips. My boys like these. They like this sweet, the spicy sweet chili. And a little mini bag of that actually has 19 grams of protein. Now, I personally cannot handle Quest chips because there's whey protein. If I have whey protein, girl, I am bloated within 5 minutes of having it. But my boys like it too. And if I'm going to have chips, I'd rather have them have some protein rich chips, right? So now I want to know, so these are some of my favorite protein snacks. Either I keep in my car or I take on the go with me. What I want to know is it's really great to pair these snacks together. So for example, a chomp stick with a cheese stick, or an egg with a mini Cliff bar, for example. That way it's a little bit more nutrient dense, and you stack a couple of different of these snacks together for even more higher protein, helping you feel satiated. Also, I want to point out that I've noticed my 16-year-old son is actually keeping snacks in his car, which I just absolutely love. Like, ladies, for real. They are watching, even if they don't want you to know and that they're taking cues from you, they are watching. Well, I hope today was super useful, and let me know if you're going to have some of these snacks in your car as well. And of course, I can't leave you without a habit loop. So the cue is every time you head to your car routine, grab a snack to eat for later or restock in your car. Reward, you always have a healthy protein source since you're in the car for 20 hours a week. That way, you and your kids have satiating food ready to go to help with that energy, to help with that weight maintenance, and to help with that muscle mass as well. Now, if you want more habit loop ideas like this to create for your own food, freedom, mindset, or fitness habits, sign up for my free 3-day email challenge, Habit Loop Bootcamp. You can go to bit.ly/Habit Loop Bootcamp. This is the way that a lot of us have to take action when it comes to our healthy habits. I was just actually talking with a client where she was wanting to make some chia seed pudding. So I was like, okay, let's figure out the time, the trigger to actually put this into motion, right? We have so many tabs open, so many less decisions we want to make. So make it easy for yourself. Use a habit loop, and you can go enroll in Habit Loop Bootcamp, and I'll give you a ton of habit loop ideas as well. Okay, well, thanks for joining me for Habit Hack Thursday. I will catch up with you on our next episode. Hey girl, real quick before you go, if you are ready to take action in creating your own habit loops, then I want to invite you to take the 3-day Habit Loop Bootcamp email challenge. You'll learn how to create your own cue, routine, and reward from that Atomic Habits for Women philosophy that we've shared here on the show. And it's also available audio only too, so you can take it on the go while you're mom Ubering around town. Just go to bit.ly/Habit Loop Bootcamp. It's linked in the show notes as well to start taking action now. And if you love the show, the biggest way you can support me and other mamas like you is to leave a quick written review so we can help more mamas stop dieting and start training for life via habit hacking. Love and appreciate you.